Welcome to another episode of Lead 360, where we take 360 seconds to learn, engage, apply, and develop ourselves to help others reach their full potential. Today's topic for this episode is going to be a pretty fun one for me. What is work-life balance? And so I get this topic quite a bit. I actually did a podcast with Kimberly, my beautiful and amazing bride. Also, if you haven't checked it out, check out 5 Minutes with the Real Boss. You can see who really runs the show around here. We talked during our podcast a little bit about work-life balance and what it means to try to create or obtain that. And so I actually teach a class on this here at the City of Crestview, where I'm the city manager. We teach, we do an 8-month-long program called Lead Crestview, or Lead. And it is it's an opportunity for up-and-coming professionals inside the organization to get the skills and the understanding that's necessary to continue to promote themselves inside this organization. So first we teach them, what is leadership, and then we teach them about personality traits and team building, and we teach them how to make decisions and how to course correct and all that kind of stuff. Well, one of the things that we talk about is work-life balance. And so this is a topic that is brought up quite a bit, and it's always funny to me because people who know me know that I work quite a bit. I run an entire city, and then in addition to that, I do this here at TB Speaks. Go and do some public speaking and some training and that kind of stuff, and then I'm actively involved in the church. And so people are like, "Well, how can somebody who stays so busy talk about work-life balance?" But I think that what happens sometimes is we get really confused about what does it actually mean to create a balance between our work and the rest of our life. And a lot of times we think that it is some sort of sense of an equity in the amount of time that we spend in each category. In other words, if we're going to have balance between our work and our home life, are we giving the same amount of time to work that we give to home? Well, that's an unrealistic expectation on a lot of different levels, whether you just have one job or whether you, like myself, you have all kinds of crazy nonsense that you're tied up in on a regular basis. Even with just one job, it would be very difficult to try to keep that equity in time. So how do we create a balance in our lives? And this is what we teach, and this is the principles that we've used in my house, in our house, to create what I believe is a pretty successful attempt at work-life balance. And, Kim and I have been together for now pushing 30 years, and we still love each other and enjoy each other's company. When I teach the class, I sometimes say, people ask me what qualifies me to teach that. And I think that Kim and my relationship with my bride and my wife and with my kids is what maybe helps me to be able to at least share what we've done to keep that balance. And this is really what it boils down to. It is not as much about the amount of time that you spend as it is the quality of time that you spend as determined by the other people in your life. What does that mean? What that means is that I can't decide that I'm going to, after working a real long week, that I'm going to come home and tell her that I'm going to give her, hey, I want to make sure we spend some good quality time. Come and do the thing that I love to do the most. That's not how that works. How it really works is I have to let her be involved in the decision-making process. In other words, she gets to decide what is actually quality time, not me. Also, the same thing is true when it comes to our kids. I use the example of my oldest daughter being in dance and in soccer at the same time. And while she was doing that, I worked for the city of Fort Walton Beach. I was a public works director. I was going to college, and we operated a cleaning company, a condo cleaning company. And so trying to find time to go to every single event or activity that she had was just not going to be reasonable. And so what we did is we sat down and we said, okay, what of the two events or the two programs that you're in, which one's most important to you? Which one is it that you want dad to come to? And then that's what I'll do. I'll make the best effort I can to do that. And so she picked one, and that's what we did. And so I tried to make every soccer game that she had. Her soccer activities were much more important that I was there than it was her dance activities. And so that's what we did. And then, with my wife, the most important thing for her is that I go to the doctor's appointments with her, or that I go with her when she goes to make a big purchase or make a big decision. And so it doesn't matter necessarily how much time I spent, as much as it matters that the time that I spent is the time that she wants me to spend with her. And so when we're working and trying to figure out a way to create work-life balance, we just need to remember that those around us, those that we love, those that we care about, they have to have an equal opportunity in deciding what is quality and valuable time. And so thanks again for checking in with us for an episode of Lead 360. We took 360 seconds today and we talked about work-life balance. I hope this was helpful to you. If it was, like it, share it. We're on all the different podcast platforms. And if you get a chance, put a comment down below that tells us something that you would like for us to talk about. And we appreciate you all, and thanks, and have an amazing day.